doing press in New York with Stassi, and she said, the new cast, there's even people more controversial and outgoing and crazy than you, Stassi Schroeder. Said it right to Stassi's face. So Vanderpump is promising us people more outrageous than Miss uh, Schroeder. What
What
do
do
you
you?
think? And Vanderpump says, listen, I mean, she said again, she used the words again. Again, she has doubled down. It was a sinking ship, and I will not go down with the sinking ship. And we had if the story was told, it's over. Stassi's sitting there like, what the fuck do I care? I've got my own show and I'm on Villa with you. And that we're going back to the restaurant business. We're going back to the restaurant business. These people do work at Sir, you know, they do work at Sir. Some
Well,
some were hired last. Oh, you got something to tell us?
yeah, I have a lot to tell you. Well, I can also confirm Peter Madrigal is not coming back. Now, you had also
No.
you'd said that was the case. There was a story, Peter came on my podcast. It was kind of out there that Peter would be the only one to survive. That's not happening. He's not going to be part of the reboot. So,
Duh. Hashtag duh.
sorry,
Sorry.
Peter. Anyhow, I'm going to be curious to see. Look, she's another one. Vanderpump is an executive producer. She's an EP. She knows great talent, but we'll talk about Schwartz's new podcast. Katie Maloney was his first guest. I mean, Katie was like, look, they couldn't even cast people for the old VPR, which lasted like 10 or 11 seasons. They couldn't even find people to come into our group. How are they going to find a whole new group that's interesting? So she sort of shaded it. Maybe. I mean, it's just, is reality TV where it was 10 seasons ago when Vanderpump Rules started? Do people care? This combo of like a young group at a restaurant has been done a lot. So do we care now?
You gotta look. Lisa said she promised an insane reboot. She said, look, we're not looking for the Stassi. We're not looking for the Jax. It's going to be different. I really think it goes back to like what Jack says is like you look at like Salt Lake Housewives, like who the fuck cares about Utah? No offense to anyone. But you have the batshit Meredith and the batshit Mary and the baby gorgeous. And this one's on Ozempic and this one's swinging on a pole and this one's with the Osmond. And I mean, it's just gold. It's just going to be this Venus with the long hair, the guy and the girl. I mean, it's just going to be like, is this cast the right cast? I agree with you. I think it has really big shoes to fill. I think doing it in Vegas would have been maybe better, but like, I don't know. I really don't know. I
Well,
really
look, I
don't
will
know.
say this. If anybody can pull it off, if anyone can pull it off, it's Lisa Vanderpump by far. You and Lisa Vanderpump are completely on the same page. She is also an entertainment genius. She's a restaurant genius. I mean, she and Ken, like if anyone was going to do it, I would be betting on them. 100%. She has been in this TV game over a decade, more relevant than ever. Scandival, arguably, she came out the best in
Mhm.
Scandival. That like simultaneously rebooted her restaurants, her career, the whole thing. Not that she needed a career reboot, but yeah, far and away, she is the best one to do it. She's been doing a lot of press lately. I'm curious what you think. She says she's cut ties with James Kennedy. They really have hardly
Mhm.
spoken. I think they spoke briefly at the beginning of this year. Now, there's a lot of conflicting things about that because Ali Luber has been on podcast saying that LVP called her right up, wanted to make sure Ali was okay, but also kind of really wanted, I think was sort of also sort of protecting James and
And
James.
then Katie jumped in too on some podcasts and said like, "Oh yeah, no, I was divorcing Schwartzy. She was concerned about Schwartzy." It's the same narrative that LVP cares about the boys.
That doesn't shock me. She's an old school, like English woman. I mean, I think she loves the boys, don't you? I mean, I don't think that's like,
May I ask a question?
yeah.
First of all, what is Schwartzy's podcast called? Second of all, did we learn anything about him with Katie as the guest? And third of all, what's going on with the pod? And look, I mean, I wish everyone well, but like, is he going to interview? Like, what is, I guess what I'm saying is, what the fuck is Schwartzy gonna talk about on this podcast? Now, Vicky's podcast has seen better days. Teresa's ain't so great. Like what's happening here? Tom Sandoval's unfortunately didn't really last.
Neither did Billy Lee's.
And again, I wish everybody well. You
Trilogy.
can't just be Tom Schwartz. There's a million people that have come through the Bachelor house. What is the plan here? I really, truly,
We
from the
should
bottom
make
of my
we should
life,
make
I
a
mean,
list of podcasts that are exist in existence and not. Because I mean, you got Ramona's gone, Teresa's is not doing well,
is
particularly
April 22nd yeah, well, okay, I found it.
Sandoval's.
I can't believe I
He's
don't even know what I'm saying. The name of it, please sit down, people. Detox Retox with Tom Schwartz. That's the name of it. What do we? And it's Tom Schwartz meditating in the picture, and Detox Retox is filled with like psychedelic hippie vibes. Any thoughts on this one? Detox Retox. Do we like it? I mean, we have an epic fail with Vicky, my soul, my this, my that. I mean, I don't know why we
well, that's
couldn't.
still going, by the way. I know you say it's an
It's
epic.
still going, but I mean, do we hear about it? I mean, I wish her well.
They're on tour, aren't they?
Okay, well, I mean, you and I get calls for a tour every day. We haven't exactly said
That's true.
yes. I mean,
That's true.
got a lot of mixed feelings about a tour guy, guys.
Hard
I
to make
wish,
money unless you have like an enormous. I mean, Giggly Squad when they're out on tour, they're making money, but it's
yeah.
you've got to have. It is. It's a real grind.
And
It's a real grind.
Gia,
Way to be
Gia
like
named
stand-up
it wrong.
comedian out there.
I don't know. Yeah, look, I wish it well, but what it just again, I'm just actually asking. This is a true ask. What is the plan for Schwartz? Is it going to be like an interview show? It's a real question. There's no shade. Can someone tell me?
He says it's
No.
about growth, good vibes, maybe a little mischief. He says that we'll explore self-improvement and indulge in life's pleasures mindfully. And if we fall apart, that's okay too. I don't know what that means.
I mean, great. You,
I
Katie, for
think
your
it's
first episode. That's good. Good.
that
Okay.
was a good one. That was a strong one to come out of the gate with.
Mhm.
But I think it's going to be a podcast about his journey. I mean, it's not going to be a recap of Vanderpump Rules. I don't think the new one, maybe, but I suspect it's going to be like who else? Who else? Maybe like Katie Malone and her co-host. Don't they? Although it doesn't seem like Schwartzy has a co-host, so I would say you're getting Schwartzy.
Oh boy. I mean, we have Jack Solo in the mind of Jax Taylor. I mean, I thought this was called In the Mind of a Man. I guess we changed it to In the Mind of Jax Taylor. I mean, this is just, I don't know. Sarah thinks there's just the podcast. I think the opposite. I think there's going to be a shake out at some point of all these podcasts. I do. That's just my prediction. You think it's the
Already
opposite?
happening. Yeah. I mean, that's already happening. The reason, and obviously we both do podcast consulting. People can email us, the Sarah Fraser Show at gmail.com. You can reach out to David. But the reason people quit podcasting is two reasons. These people are signed with podcast networks, which seems very charming, but
Mhm.
do you really know your numbers? And
Mm.
what's happening